Welcome to the behind the scenes episode. If you're wondering who the hell am I and why do I do this podcast and how that may or may not benefit you, you're going to get your answers today. I'm going to tell you my whole jacked up story.
How to Buy a Home educates, protects, and connects first-time homebuyers to qualified vetted realtors in their area. Whether you're looking for DIY information or step-by-step guidance, How to Buy a Home is the #1 resource for first-time homebuyers.
What is up, How to Buy a Homies? I'm David Sidoni. Today's episode, I'm going to share with you the backstory of who I am, why I do this. And then at the end of the episode, I'm going to give you the proper way to use this podcast so that you can get all the first-time homebuyer education that you're looking for. My story starts way back in the 1900s when I was in my 20s. I was like a lot of you, starting a career and had to make a move. But unlike you, I never even thought about buying a home. And then in my 30s, I decided to change careers completely and become a realtor. But just a few years into that new career as a realtor, bam, the housing market crashed. You're told to try to work with as many sellers as you can and the buyers will come to you. But it turns out the market crashed and all the buyers were freaking the F out. So I turned my attention to first-time homebuyers. And as I was helping them, and the longer that I worked in the real estate industry, the more shocking it was to me to see the horrific job that realtors and the lenders did in educating and serving first-time homebuyers, the people who need the most help. What I saw and what shocked me to my absolute core was learning that the buyers that needed the most amount of education were handed off all the time to the most inexperienced agents who were so unimaginably undertrained that they were literally using these first-time homebuyers as on-the-job training for them so they could figure out how to be a realtor. For 1,000 reasons, that all pissed me off. And the longer I was in the real estate game, the more the other top realtors would come up to me and say, "Hey, you're doing great. You got a good business now. Stop wasting your time with the first-time homebuyers. Time to step up, Sidoni." All right, well, that pissed me off even more. I mean, who's stepping up for the first-time homebuyers? I was working in Southern California, where even after the big 2008 housing crash, a starter home, it still was not cheap. So I was busting my ass to help first-timers find affordability. I dug into the math. I studied the financing and the loan programs, the down payment options, the low down payment options, the credit score strengths, the debt rules, all the creative methods that could help first-time homebuyers realize they could still do this and they could find a responsible path. As the years went on, I became obsessed with one question. Why is nobody teaching first-time homebuyers all the tools that I'm learning about? The options were there. They existed, but the education, that didn't. So there I was in my mid-30s and using my new knowledge to help others discover what I'd missed out on. Because in my 20s, I added it up. I spent over $104,000 in rent. That's like $255,000 adjusted to today's money. And now, with what I was doing with first-time homebuyers, I knew that back then, buying a home, oh my gosh, it would have been way easier than when I was doing it at that time with the people I was working with. But I didn't do it, and it was super easy because nobody told me. I seriously could have lived in a nicer condo or townhome than all 4 of the apartments that I lived in, and my down payment would have been cheaper than every single one of my first, last, and security deposits. I was not kept out of home ownership in my 20s because of a lack of income or a lack of down payment. I was kept out by a lack of information. So my personal regret fueled my fire. I understood the path that I missed back in the 1990s. Well, as I was working with all the buyers, I saw that the path had drastically changed, especially when we got into 2012 all the way to today. See, homes were getting more expensive. Rents, that was the big one. They were freaking rising off the charts. And saving up for a 20% down payment to buy a house while you're paying those high rents, it was becoming unrealistic for millions of people. The path and the process to home ownership had totally changed, but nobody had updated the instruction manual for the new economy, the new reality of a modern first-time homebuyer. They just kept giving the same outdated, old advice. And that came from a completely different economy. Save 20% for a down payment, eliminate all your debts, wait until everything is perfect, and then call a realtor and a lender, get pre-approved, and go find a house. All of that is so wrong in so many ways on so many levels. Things had changed. I'd been working with Southern California first-time homebuyers in our expensive market and sharing the rent replacement strategy. That was the only way that many of them could see how they could still grab the American dream without having to try to get a crazy expensive 20% down payment. And they could still be approved even though they had the brand new stupid high student loans. I shared that this affordability in this new market, it's not determined by just one or two numbers the way people did it in the old days. It was created through the right combination of hundreds of variables and dozens of possible tools. First-time homebuyers just weren't being taught. They had options. So fast forward to 2018, and there I am, 12 years in the real estate industry. I'm a pissed off dude, but I've got a plan and a playbook I'm sharing with anybody who will listen. I saw so many renters ruling themselves out of home ownership because they were listening to incomplete or just straight up incorrect data, even from the so-called professionals. And that's when it hit me. First-time homebuyers everywhere, not just in Southern California, they all deserve way better than what they were getting. 2018, I spent over a year researching, adding to my playbook, finding new affordability equations. I got heavy into the analytics and I became a bit of a math nerd on a mission. There was real hope when you looked at the numbers. It was right there in the facts, the options, the math, despite the new economic times in a rising housing market with rising rents. So that's what we have today. You got all the tools and tips and techniques right here in the podcast library. But now you know it started with a middle-aged rage machine of a man, sick and tired of seeing first-time homebuyers get ignored, misinformed, pressured, or royally screwed. It started with me wanting to share that message. You can do this. It's just that nobody, including the 98 or 99% of the real estate industry, they didn't want to tell you, or they didn't know what to tell you. So it was early 2018, and it was like a little over a year. It was like 14, 15 months. I filled tons of notebooks with this idea. Everything that I knew that was working for first-time homebuyers in expensive Southern California. I wrote down every single insider tip I knew. I asked everybody what they had been doing. The entire goal of what I was doing was try to create a platform of honest education with personalized strategic planning for everybody and access to experienced professionals who actually give a damn about first-time homebuyers so everybody could get all the information and make the right decision for themselves. There's no pressure, and I didn't create a one-size-fits-all answer because you know my favorite saying, it depends. But when you got to see all of that in one picture, that was exciting because it was getting the power back to the people. And then in March of 2019, that's when I dropped the first episode. And now, 7 years later, and over 500 episodes and tens of thousands of renters turned homeowners, today you can learn everything you need to know on your own for free. It's all here in the podcast library. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to explain how to use that to your maximum advantage because there isn't one magical program or one universal answer for everybody. Your personal affordability is a decision tree with like 100 unique branches, and it goes everywhere. More on that a little bit later. So that's how this whole thing started. And I always keep it real here because homeownership, yeah, it's harder than it used to be. But the deal is harder does not mean impossible, especially when the best ways to do this are not being taught by the people within the damn industry. You truly deserve so much better. The options are there. I've seen it work. All it takes is a better strategy. It takes better information, people who are keeping up with what's going on and finding new solutions. You just need better people in your corner. And right from the start, to show you that this show was legit, I asked people to come on the show, share their real life stories of going from renter to homeowner. Today, there are over 125 interview episodes from real people from all walks of life who found that they had way more options than they thought. And they got a personal strategy built for them. And now they're sitting in a home they own. So that's how and why I started all this. I wanted to build the greatest consumer-first education platform for first-time homebuyers, where nobody gets pressured, misled, overlooked, or screwed simply because nobody's showing you how the game actually works. So in every episode, you're going to hear that thing that says, How to Buy a Home is here to educate, protect, and connect first-time homebuyers. That's because I know how confusing and overwhelming buying your first home can be. That's why the first mission here is to educate and empower you, giving you clarity and strategies. And then if you're feeling like it, you can get trusted support to make confident decisions and pursue your own home ownership dreams. Education is it, man. I mean, that's everything for the modern first-time home buyer. And the more that you understand, the more that you have at your disposal, then the more control you have in this process. So I'm glad you're here with me in your ear holes right now, but you got to know this is not just, hey, this is how you buy a home, go do it. Instead, I share how every aspiring first-time home buyer first needs to understand where you're starting at. What's your real starting point? And then as you work from there, you can discover every responsible option available to you and build a strategy around you, around your finances, your goals, your market, your timing. Maybe you can buy sooner than you think. Maybe you genuinely need another year or two. And maybe along the way, while you're doing that planning, you figure out that buying's just not the right move for you for a little while. But you deserve to be able to make that decision after seeing the complete picture, not because a headline or a news story or your friend or a calculator or an outdated piece of advice convinced you to quit before you even got started. The education here will be protecting you as well, so you can recognize weak advice, so you can avoid common mistakes, understand contract and inspection risks, protect your deposits and your money in the transaction, and you can sidestep the financial moves that could threaten your home loan, and you'll never ever choose a real estate support team based just on the convenience. The mission here is, unlike almost everybody in the real estate industry, it's not to get you approved ASAP so you can buy a house next month. The goal is to help you make the right decision for you. Now, a lot of you are going to find out, oh my gosh, I waited too long to talk to somebody and maybe I'm ready to buy. But if you're not, that's okay. We're going to walk you through the best plan to get you there in 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months. Because the thing about the real estate industry, it's only built to sell homes. I built this to prepare buyers so they can make the right decision with the full and complete picture. There's no pressure. First, you learn what your choices are and what the real math says, and then you find out what steps are going to put you in the strongest position. You can ask me directly your own personal questions, or you can use the education that I give here independently and find your own professionals. Or if you want to, you can request a connection to a vetted local unicorn team who has a track record of putting buyers' interests first, not just a sale. Bottom line is, this is all you. You always remain the decision maker. And when you're working with your guide, that's important to understand. The right guide does not make the decision for you. They make sure you're equipped to make the right decision and you make it yourself. I'm determined to make sure that no renter out there loses faith and they don't lose years of opportunity simply because nobody told them what was possible for them. Your real power as a buyer comes from knowing how many choices you really have. Here's a tip that I learned from 20 years of doing this, and it seems to have gotten lost in all the noise of today's first-time homebuyer education, all the stuff that I see online. The first win when you're trying to buy a home, it's not getting your home loan approval. The first win is figuring out your starting point and starting your guided plan with a professional to show you all the options, every strategy that you can get that will get you to your personal loan approval goal. It's not a yes or a no. The right team doesn't just simply tell you what you qualify for. They help you understand what's best for you, and then they help you get there. And in 26 and 27, you're going to need people who are willing to teach you while you're planning. Your last lease, it starts with guided coaching through the simple action steps that you take months and months and months and months and months before you ever start looking at homes. You may not be ready to buy today, but you are ready to stop guessing what you should be doing today. So yeah, here I am, 7 years later, education for a new era. I know that right now in 26 and 27, you're hearing how impossible it is for first-time homebuyers today. That's wrong for the same reason it was when I got this idea back in 2018. Homes and rent were expensive back then. And the system, it was starting to set up first-time homebuyers for failure. I thought that sucked then, and I think it sucks now. So every year we're adjusting, we're tweaking, and I'm sharing the solutions the real estate industry won't share with you since it's not profitable for them. Back in September of 2025, in episode 394, I said the quiet part out loud. Did an episode called The American Dream is Dead. The dream's not dead because of changes in the economy and home prices, and now it's impossible for people. It's dead because the entire real estate industry has never bothered to show renters the new path to the dream through a rent replacement strategy. You can no longer climb the ladder the way you used to. You can't just get to a comfy middle-class life by renting cheap for a couple of years and then buying a cheap home with a 20% down payment and then working for a company for 40 years, knowing that your 401k or your pension is going to be a golden retirement for you. Economy has changed, and the American dream, it has a new path, a new roadmap, so you can get out of renting as soon as you can. So we combat that by starting earlier with the right education. Instead of waiting 10 or 20 years, you can use the tools that buyers are using today. How to Buy a Home is just like you, and you can still grab your American dream by eliminating the debilitating rent cycle that has so many people 20, 30, and 40 years old feeling trapped today. So the old American dream's dead, and the new American dream is here with a new playbook. The dream and the financial freedom comes through that rent replacement strategy. And so I'm here just saying, hey, here it all is. Go for it. I'm giving it away for free, and you've got nothing to lose. I mean, everything, the podcast, the YouTube channel, there's thousands of hours of first-time homebuyer education, and it costs nothing because I'm a cranky, slightly older dude who thinks that it sucks that so many people are being held back by a lazy, greedy industry. The new generation deserves better. You should know there is hope and practical solutions. I'm not making millions doing this because my mission is to get this revolution to the point where we're helping millions discover the right way to buy a home. Seriously, I would love to change the entire real estate industry for the better. Right now, I'm doing it here in your ear holes, one buyer at a time, bringing the power back to you. The good news is you found me. You don't have to do this alone anymore. After 20 years, my number one tip, like the biggest thing, when anybody asks me, when I get interviewed for other shows or my friend calls me and goes, I hear you have a podcast. Thanks for keeping up with my life. Anyway, the number one tip that I tell everybody, more important than ever in this new economy, buyers miss huge opportunities because they think they have to do all the stuff to get ready on their own, all by themselves. And that means the majority of buyers, they're costing themselves tens, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars because they start their partnership and their guided coaching too late. That's my number one tip. You may be closer than you think. You should never have to guess what your next best thing to do is. You don't need to know every single answer before you start interviewing and talking to people that you want to hire to be your team. You need people who know which questions to ask you. This is not simply a platform about finding a house. It's about taking the right steps to set yourself up for success, to help you make informed decisions, to avoid all those really preventable mistakes that you hear about, to protect your money, and to discover my favorite thing. You have more options than you think. So take the information here, the strategies, and all the support you get to move, maybe someday to, okay, here's my plan and here's what's going to happen. All right, so that's me. That's my story. How do you get the most out of this podcast? Well, the good news is, and there's over 500 episodes with the exact coaching, research, and education that you need for your specific journey to go from renter to homeowner. The key for you is to realize that everybody's journey starts at a different point, and everyone's journey is going to take them in different directions. So a different educational journey with different questions means that everybody's perfect podcast playlist, you have to build yours in the order that matches everything that you need to learn that you can use to build your journey. There's not going to be a magic episode that unlocks the next step for everybody. Your next step is already recorded. It's here somewhere in the podcast library. So go to the episode guide in the show notes, scroll through all the titles, and build your education playlist so you can crush the confusion and bring yourself the best thing that an aspiring first-time homebuyer can have, a plan with clarity. And then while you're building that playlist, don't forget to mix in the reviews. They are great teaching tools about the whole process from beginning to end. And you'll also get some great inspiration and motivation from the stories because they're coming from people just like you. And that's it. Build your playlist because damn it, you can do this.
Looking for more DIY education or your own personal step-by-step guidance through the home buying journey? Since 2019, How to Buy a Home has been the #1 resource for first-time home buyers. So visit howtobuyaHome.com to get started.